different food bankers across the province, and we even had some attend from Food Banks Canada. So it was just wonderful. The networking, the sessions, it was a great event. But prior to that, so the Thursday before, which was June the 5th, we had our 40th anniversary barbecue. The Canada Food Cupboard is celebrating our big 40th anniversary this year, and our community barbecue was our kickoff to that celebration. It was a wonderful event. Mother Nature cooperated, the weather was nice, and we had over 400 people attend from the community. So it was a lovely evening and a lot of work, but well worth it. We had lots of founding members of the Canada Food Cupboard come, sharing lots of stories, and it was a wonderful event. So we were thrilled. So this, as I said, is the kickoff. We've got a few other events taking place this year to celebrate. And we're kind of tying in our 40th anniversary to all of our fundraising this year. A few other things that are up and coming. On the 26th of June, we have our Comedy in Canada event. Now, this is an event helping two charities, us, the Canada Food Cupboard, as well as Paramedico. They're a charity that helps children in Dominican Republic. So the money's kind of staying local as well as helping international groups. So that's taking place at the Ron Maslin Theater. Tickets are $35 each. And it's great to be able to go for a fun night out here in Canada. So if you're interested, you can hop on CanadaFoodCupboard.ca, our website, and get more information about that event. We have another event taking place with our partners at the Phoenix Business Exchange, which is our charity golf tournament that is happening on September the 4th. And I know Bernie and Tony are helping with the promotion of that as well. So we'll have lots to update over the summer as the date gets closer. But that's it for us right now at the Canada Food Cupboard. Busy as always and happy to be part of this group and part of the community. So thank you all.
Carolee, thank you so much, and looking forward to the golf tournament. East Trade wins. There is a Zoom link in the chat, and it is, if you want to register it, you can show up when you can. It's all good. We have a really good mix of folks that come to that event. Eric, if you're available, and then we will go to Jacqueline. Go ahead, Eric.
Thank you, Bernie. Eric Snego of Eric Snego Professional Group. We're an accounting firm located in Canada. We specialize in taxes for individuals who have challenging taxes. And when we're not in tax season, we are doing what we do most of the time, which is corporate year ends and, babysitting sometimes for people who are lonely and need to talk to their accountant over things that have nothing to do with taxes or accounting. But that's what we're here. When we're talking to those people, sometimes we talk about things that are related to their business. And one of the things that is related to business is investment. And one of the things that we are warning people about is the house flipping rules that are in effect now. And people think, okay, if I live less than it's easy to understand it, because if you live less than a certain time and you flip your house, you cannot claim personal residence. But that's not the only thing you cannot claim. The GST tax credit that goes on a personal residence does not apply to you if you do not have personal residence status in that house. So if you build a house and you claim the GST tax credit and you do not end up living in that house, you will lose it. You will have to repay it. And that went to the Supreme Court of Canada, I think in the month of June or May. And the woman that Mrs. Ram and her friend, Mr. Pardeep Kumar, concocted this idea of flipping houses and claiming the GST tax credit, but never living in them. And they hired, people that backed that position, and that eventually went to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court ruled, no. It's simple. You have to live in the house. You have to establish personal residence in the house, and then you can have the GST tax credit that applies to new buildings built in Ontario. It's painful. It can make you cry, but taxes are not fair. Taxes are law, period. 613-254-7310.
See,
I'm
I
sorry
told you
about my
guys.
camera. It's not working today because the Zoom background is very convoluted. So I'll have to fix it after the meeting.
Eric, thank you so much. And it just goes to show you why Eric is the person to reach out to for doing your books and you're about to do a business venture. I hear you stepping into something or you're stepping out of something. Better to be out of the frying pan than being in one. Jacqueline, oh yeah, sorry, before I hit Jacqueline up for what's going on, we have at Hive every Tuesday. They have an open house till June 24th. Jacqueline, what's happening with you, ma'am?
Well, I have to tell you, thank you for that question, Tony. Would I take the money? You're right. I can't change time. I want it all. Just like listening to the CBC this morning, I took that beautiful long deep breath. I lifted my shoulders, I took them back, and I released them down. They were talking about golf and women playing golf. And I believe that there's so much work that can be done on a golf course. And that's exactly what they were saying on the CBC. And I was thinking, wait a minute, y'all need to know about Phoenix and our golf tournament. It supports the Canada food cupboard. Like, really, it was such a brilliant moment for me to understand what we were doing, A, for the community, both here and outside. And for me, it's a great place to talk about money. Wait, shocking. Do yoga. Shocking. When you're looking for strategies for your mortgage money, it doesn't matter if you're on the golf course or not, we get to have that conversation. So when you're looking for strategies for your mortgage money, you always want to contact your mortgage honey.
Jacqueline, thank you so much. Mr. Carl Richards has got a podcast boot camp coming up June 18th. It's a virtual event, so if you want to sign up for that, head on into that space. I'm going to pick Sam because Sam's online and I can tell that Sam can see, and then we will swing over to Shane and then Dwight. Sam, over to you, sir.
Thank you, Bernie. Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday to you. Hope you all had a great weekend. I spent it doing a fair bit of body work on one of our vehicles, but I did get to sit in the sunshine for a couple hours each day, enjoying the warmth of our summer weather, which is nice. Sam Stores Connected Cars, dash cameras is my main thing, like this one here I'm holding up. Install them nice and neat, no wires hanging down, right to the fuse panel of the car. Also do minor repairs in vehicles, oil changes, brake jobs, and do some body work times too. Not major stuff, but minor stuff. Let's see here. This week, I'm talking about cars that, well, need some work. Most vehicles need some kind of work, and I had a customer come in on Saturday, and he was listening to rattling sounds when he hit bumps. And most of the time when that happens, it's what they call stabilizer links. They wear out in vehicles. They have them in the front and the back, most vehicles, and they wear out and they rattle a bit. So he was concerned that it was something major, and I assured him that it wasn't something major, and I gave him a price to get them done. But if it was something emergency, I would tell him. And I gave him a quote, and he's going to get those done. But I don't charge for that kind of work. I give an estimate to a customer, and I let them on their merry way if there's something emergency, and let them think about if they want to work with me or not. That's what I do. So if you're interested in something like that, give me a call. I can usually diagnose the problem fairly quick. BAMS wise, let's see. Well, last week Eric came by. He had a problem with his stereo that I installed in his vehicle a couple of years back. He had gone on a trip, and I guess it was an iPad or something, Eric, that messed up your CarPlay in your car. And well, he came and I got that fixed up for him in about maybe half an hour of time. Eric, do you remember how much I charged you for that?
Zero.
Tax free.
No GST and no charge. So if you buy something from me, you get some service, something messes up, I'm usually very cooperative to get that work done and not charge you at all. Besides that, Steve Brennickmeyer, former Phoenix member, was here. He had a steering issue with his car, and I thought it was the motor, something I'm not familiar with in the vehicle, the electronic steering in his car. But it ended up, he went to another mechanic, and they quoted him a price on a steering column, which is going to cost him around $1,000. So I hope that gets fixed up for him. That's it for me, Sam Sturris, ConnectedCars.ca. Today's mobile electronics without the cost of the vehicle, and a lot more.
Sam, thank you so much. And the next item is our LinkedIn live post. That's it in the chat. So you can post your who you are, what you are, and any highlights you want to make to the universe in LinkedIn. Shane, if you're available, go ahead, sir.
Hey guys, hope you're enjoying the sunlight today and on the weekend, because supposedly it's supposed to get rainy on Wednesday and so on and so forth. But as we know, summer changes things quite a bit, and the weather sometimes is unpredictable. So I'm hoping for just sun all the time. But anyways, all good. I actually had a kind of an emergency patient. I wouldn't say necessarily emergency, but definitely wanted to be seen because he had a big soccer game coming up on the Sunday. So I went in on Saturday to see him, and I was like, so what happened? And he basically told me, oh, it's just, normal jogging kind of thing. I just felt something, a little pull in my hamstring. So looked at his hamstring and things, and his flexibility is usually, he says, pretty good. But sometimes a lot of people have flexibility that don't go so well. And what I mean by that is they always stretch and they're just not making any gains, or they can't touch their toes and something like that. And it's not something that has been there for their lifetime. So I remember as a kid, and I was in gym class, I was never very good at the sit and reach. So when you're sitting on the floor, legs are straight, you're trying to touch your toes, I was never very good at that. So it might be something that my genetics won't allow me to have. But if someone is coming in going, yeah, I used to be able to touch my toes, and now I can only, get like 4 inches from the floor or whatever, I'm like, okay, that's something that needs to be dealt with. So we look at those types of things. And when I was looking at him, his flexibility had decreased. There was an injury as well. There's a nerve entrapment, a sciatic nerve that can go through the hamstring and then through the glute there. So sometimes we got to make sure that the glute is not entrapped by the sciatic nerve as well as in the hamstring. And I'll go into there, and I can definitely feel that his was glued to the side there, and it wasn't moving very well. So when your tension in your nerve becomes increased, your contraction of your hamstrings become a lot more to protect that nerve. And if you contract something all the time, it becomes weak and it becomes very fibrous. So we get rid of that so they have the flexibility. So then when you are running or making a lunge or anything that extends the range of motion beyond possibly comfort, then you start pulling things, you start tearing things, and that becomes a big problem. So we always try to make sure that sciatic nerve is nice and smooth. And if you're having trouble with that stretching, or you feel like you're not making the gains that you should be, definitely get it checked out, right? Because performance does play a factor in having good flexibility as well as strength in the area of performance. Anyway, so I'll be seeing him again, and hopefully he's going to be doing a lot better, because after we treated him, his running was already better. It wasn't fully, because he did injure the muscle a little bit, but it did do a lot better. So we're going to see him again this coming week, and I'm sure he'll make a full recovery in very short time, since it is mostly a hamstring and a nerve entrapment problem. I'm Shane Bills, Pro Action Health and Performance. If you think we can help you with some of your stretching or performance on the field or anywhere else, give us a call. That's Pro Action Health and Performance. I'm Shane Billis. We see results, so should you.
Shane, thank you so much. Speaking of the golf tournament, funny you should ask that question. The link to register is right on the in the chat. $88 gets you a seat in a golf cart, and it's best ball, 9 holes. It starts at 2:30 p.m. And if you're a golfer, wonderful. If you are just like, what's a golf club? No, it's not a beating stick. It's just, it's all good. A pint of beer in hand, and it's a casual, relaxed day. It's meant to be in support, and we'll have other fun events surrounding that. And swinging over to Dwight and then Tony. Dwight, over to you, sir.
Hello, everyone. It's Dwight and Nicole from Taste Sweet Life Catering. We specialize in vegan Caribbean cuisine. We've been just in the busy season of our vegan catering and supplying the markets. Again, we're busy this past week prepping for the market, and also just at the market this past Sunday for Father's Day over in Greeley. It was a really busy day from the get-go. Nice sunny weather, and everyone seemed to be out. And yeah, it was pretty busy. So we had to just, I guess, get through the day and did some unwinding later on by the water, just trying to recapture our energy and preparing ourselves for the coming week again. We have Lansdowne Pavilion coming up. Lansdowne is always a busy. It's basically Greeley on steroids ×3. So if anyone's out this coming Sunday, Lansdowne Pavilion from 10 till 4, you can pop in. We usually have at least 150 vendors there, plus everyone that usually comes to the market and just passerby. One of the things they have down there on a consistent basis are they have the Red Blacks game, plus a lot of other events that's always happening. So that what's make it such a pretty vibrant event. So I guess we'll be in the kitchen this week quite a few times, just prepping and getting ready and just staying on top of things. And that's it. Taste Sweet Life, Canadian Vegan Catering, or Caribbean Vegan Catering, specializing in our Jamaican vegan patties and other items. See them. Thanks.
Well, thank you so much. And next item, we are looking for a home appliance retail store. In fact, home appliance repair too, because I'm going to imagine that a lot of people aren't going to want to replace their hardware as fast as possible. And something I just heard out recently, someone bought a 10-year warranty for a piece of appliance, and the parts are no longer in play through the US, and not because of the current tariff issues. They just became obsolete, and that's too bad. So be mindful of that. So knowing someone that can repair stuff, that's handy. Tony, your gongs won't be ever out of obsolescence. So tell us a tune.
Thank you very much, Bernie. And just before we start, to all the fathers from yesterday, Father's Day, happy Father's Day to all you guys. It's an amazing, and now being a grandfather, it's even better because there's other things you can get away with that you don't do as a parent. So happy Father's Day, people. We are officially sold out on our sound bathing event from a personal perspective. So we have a full house. Basically, you can still sign up online. And what a sound bathing is, it's a series of different sounds. We use tuning forks, gongs, Tibetan bowls, crystal bowls, and the list goes on. We have chimes and different things, and all of it is to put you in a space like if you were fishing. I don't know if you are a fisherman, you get outdoors, but there is a moment where it's quiet, and you get all kinds of ideas when you're quiet. You're surrounded by water. You're surrounded by just the silence and the waves and the seagulls and the loons and all these sounds that are in nature. We get ideas as soon as we come home. I get this great idea for how we can do something in our business, or how we can settle this one thing with our kids, or how we can do something with our jobs. There's so much wisdom in silence, and so much wisdom in just being by yourself and just being in your thoughts. So you don't have noise all the time, right? And that's what this sound bath does. But these sounds that you're hearing are ancestral. They're thousands of years old, and they've used it as medicine when there was no medicine, basically. When the Om is one of the oldest sounds, and that came out of someone's voice. And when that was over and over again, you would hear that they never had mental illness when they heard these sounds all the time. And many tribes that have channelers and so on, and this was very, very common in medicine, men or women. They were really good at their art, and they used sounds and, among other things, to be able to keep their tribe healthy. All right, the drums was a big one too for a lot of indigenous. They were just pounding the drums, and it actually vibrates the ground so much that things would grow better. That's what sound does. We're also offering because we had a request that they might not be able to make it for the sound bathing event next week, which is next Wednesday. That they could do we could do a private one, and we did one. And we can host up to 4 people. So this is a private. So whether it's a couples thing that come in, you wanna reconnect with your spouse or with a loved one, I can take up to 4 people, and it's 90 minutes of just solid sound. And you come with a question. You're given crystals, or if you don't have your own, and we could put an environment around you where wisdom really will come out of you. And that's really what it is, because you know everything. We do. It's just that it's really it's hard to get to. The access is hard, but we just got to put yourself in an environment where they open up, and then anything that you would ask would come out of you, because that's what I do. When people come in for a reading, I'm reading your energy. It's like a book, but it's facing me. So in this way, I can teach you how to turn the book around so you could read yourself. Tony Jennis from Higher Self. We are here to raise your spirits. And in the I went to Penny Lee's potluck on Friday, which was amazing. By the way, it was a great time to be able to just connect to people and just have a good time there. Ongoing business with Eric, and I did some more business with Susan McGarry from Pure Trim. And then I'm doing a BAM with Terry Black tomorrow. So it's been quite busy. Thanks a lot, everybody.
Tony, thank you so much. And next quick item, if you have an event that you want shared with the group, or you know of an event that's being that's coming out that's business related, you want the rest of the group to know, just follow the link in the chat. It'll tell you how to guide yourself, how to guide the information, and have it put up on the Phoenix events calendar. And remember, always check the events calendar to give you a sense of what's going on that's out there. As for myself, I'm a business connector. An example actually is Rael today. I met his dad, met him, going, hey, that's really cool. And then just the connections follow, and that's kind of the nature of the beast. Also have a podcast called The Knack for Business. We're doing really good, over 300 and almost 320 podcasts in the wild right now that are published, and we're getting lots of good traction in that space. East Trade Winds, that's another space. So sometimes I'll interview someone on a podcast, and it's a good fit for East Trade Winds. So you'll hear these folks talking and sharing their wealth of information. So again, come on into East Trade Winds. It doesn't cost you anything in there except your time. And the moments of time you might cross connect with folks, just like Kat Hurd connected with Tony. And speaking of the East Trade Winds, Jacqueline and Tony were there last week. So thank you. Appreciate that support. And ongoing business with Josh. He's making sure my computer operates remotely. He's doing it remotely, and the computer's not so remote to me. I have the on-off switch right beside me, and some days that's handy. I'm going to stop because our featured guest is Rael Ganate, and I probably said that wrong, but Rael, over to you, sir.
It was better than others I've heard. I've heard Guarantee. I've heard Guanaratne. So you did a good job. And thank you so much for inviting me as well. I really appreciate it. I guess we can get started with the presentation. I'll go ahead and share my screen over here. All right, and just to make sure, can you guys see my slides?
Yes, you're up and running good.
Okay, perfect. So we can get started. So hey everyone, super glad to be presenting. And I'll just give a brief introduction about myself. My name is Rahel. I'm a software engineer, and I worked for a year at a couple of startups, and then decided to move on to entrepreneurship. I have a couple of previous product launches, and Web Indexer is my latest one. So I want to start off by asking for a show of hands, which is raise your hand if you find yourself using ChatGPT to find information instead of Google, or if you use Perplexity AI or any other AI search tool instead of Google. We got Bernie. We got that. That's it. Actually, that's. I would implore people to check it out because it's pretty awesome for information search. And I wanted to ask that question because I wanted to show that that's becoming a new paradigm for how people get their information. Is that you don't have to go digging for an answer for your question. Instead, you can just ask that question and receive the answer in the context that you're looking for. And so people are getting more and more used to this. And even, oh, I forgot to switch slides. And even Google search felt pressured and they implemented something called AI overviews. But they made the mistake of using some questionable sources. So when you have an AI, you got to make sure you're using the right sources. And over here, it's recommending that we should be eating a rock. So I hope you guys have had your daily rock for the day. It's very important. The next problem I want to talk about is a common one. So most websites, they leave users to figure things out on their own. And navigation can sometimes be clunky, search features are outdated, and chatbots often just escalate everything to a human agent. And that results in that if users can't quickly find what they need, they either leave the site or they send an email and wait, sometimes for days. And it's a bad experience for them and a missed opportunity for you. So here's that problem summarized in a meme. So this is where Web Indexer comes in. It lets you and your business embrace that paradigm shift of information search and to also improve conversion in 3 easy steps. What we do is we turn your website content as well as any additional information into a search engine like Google. And that can be easily added to your website. And it'll then be able to answer questions from your website visitors and also qualify them as leads so you can contact them. And we're actually going to do a live demo right here, right now, with someone from the audience. So if you have a website that you'd like to share, we can try it out with that and see how it does. I will go ahead and share my other screen. Oh, actually, I think it's already sharing, I believe.
There it is. It's sharing now.
Okay, perfect. And yeah, does anybody have a website that they'd like to share? Mr. Sam. Dashcam Sam.
Sure, connectedcars.ca.
Sounds good. So all we do is we make a new project, and then we just plug in, I'll zoom in over here, and connectedcars.ca. And there's no dash between connected cars?
There is.
Oh, there is. All right, perfect. And I'll just click start crawling. And what this is going to do is it's going to go to that website. It's going to start reading it, all the information. It's also going to take a photo of it so that we know what the branding colors are, so we can automatically put that for the chatbot. And this is what, so right now we're going through an onboarding process, very quick, easy steps where you just follow the steps and you'll end up with a chatbot. And here we can adjust the styling as well. So these are the preliminary colors that it's chosen. And we can adjust it further so that it can suit the branding style. We can adjust the welcome message as well. So we can make it more aligned with your business. Then it's also collected information about connected cars. So here it knows that the business name is Connected Cars. I'm just going to rewrite that to Connected Cars instead of connectedcars.ca. And so it's a family-owned and operated business providing a wide range of car services. They offer oil changes, brakes, car cleanings, and more. Located in Ottawa, they serve the capital region with quality service. Very nice. And I'm assuming you'd like to do some kind of conversion, such as phone calls or quote requests. Is there a particular kind of action that you want users to go to? Such as, do you want them to call you, or what would you like them to do?
Let's see here. Certainly they could leave a message. I use my text messaging the most, but it doesn't matter if they call and leave a message or.
That's a really good point. I don't have text messaging as an option. So for now, I will put call now, and I'll add text messaging as a feature.
Okay.
And I'm not, I don't think, should we put your number over here? Is
Okay
it
with
is
me?
it? We will leave it blank for now.
Okay.
I'm not sure if you want to reveal it.
Fine, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, sure.
What's the number? What's the number?
You want the number?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Well, yeah. Number would be helpful. Yeah.
613-406-9731.
731. Awesome. So what that's going to do is the chatbot is going to qualify customers as a lead, and then show them the number for them to call. And they will likely call because they've asked the chatbot all sorts of questions, and they found that the service is good and what they're looking for, and then they'll give you a call. So it's like having a sales rep on your website. In addition, it might collect other information, which will get stored in our website CRM. So for example, we want to collect information such as the user's name, their email, maybe what their phone number is, or what company they're from, additional information. So for connected cars, I'm assuming they're looking for some kind of service. So we can add that as a data point for the chatbot to collect. So service looking for, and their services. As a description, we'll write the services that the client is looking for. And we add that. So now the chatbot will ask about that as well. And then we also have to choose whether or not you'd like to receive insights. So insights is very simply statistics on what the chatbot is doing. So how many messages it's sending out, how many users it's talking to, and you can either receive that monthly or weekly. And you'll see conversations, what people are talking about, etc. So I'll go ahead and put monthly for now. All this information can be adjusted at any point. And that's it. So now we're on to the final step, which is all you have to do is choose your website provider. So if you're hosting your website using WordPress or Wix, you just have to select which one you want or which one you're using. And then you follow these instructions. And the core of it is to paste this script into what's called a header tag. And then it'll take about 24 hours for your website to update. And then the chatbot will appear similar to how we see a chatbot over here. And then people can talk to it. So yeah, that's essentially.
So where do you put that rail that line in? Yeah, where do you put it in home? In somewhere in the home?
Yeah. So do you have a WordPress website?
Yeah, because in WordPress you could click home, which is the first page. That's the landing page. But where would you put that code in the beginning or the end or?
So you can actually put it anywhere. It'll work regardless of where you put it.
Oh,
but I'll hop on a call
that's
with
where
you
I was going
afterwards.
wrong.
Yeah, we can hop on a call afterwards, and I'll we can go through it. Yeah, I should add some images to this so that it'll give very specific instructions. Because maybe, yeah, we can do that for sure. So you can adjust other things as well. So we went through the onboarding process, but we can, if you want more detailed adjustments, you can go to each of these tabs and adjust specific things. Appearance is, of course, the appearance. So these are the colors that have been chosen. But we have more color schemes that try and fit the branding of connected cars. It's really chosen some yeah, so it's chosen these colors. And if you want, you can manually adjust them after or above here. In addition, we can add suggestions or disclaimer text or even visibility rules. So if you want the website or if you want the chatbot to not appear on certain pages, you can exclude them there. And then we can ask it questions such as, what services do you offer?
So would it be on every page? Like if Sam has, let's say, 20 pages, looking over his cleaning and the brake jobs and stuff. So when they go to that page, then the chat box will go there too?
Yes, yeah. The chatbot is going to be on every page. It'll maintain its chat history as well, so you can be talking across pages as you're navigating through the website.
Okay.
And yeah, so at Connected Cars, I got a response back here. Connected Cars, we offer a wide range of services: tire repair, dash cameras, tire rotation, headlight reconditioning. And it also talks about the labor rate. So this might be too much information. Or maybe it's not too much information. It depends what you're looking for. And so you can go to the behavior tab, and you can adjust the AI behavior. So if you want more shorter responses, you can say, please write your response is very short. So this is also like talking to a sales rep. The sales rep is going on and on about their services, not letting the client talk. Maybe you tell them, hey, like maybe let the client ask some questions. So this is you can see this in a similar way, where this is your junior sales rep, and you're telling them what to do and how to say. In addition, we also have the knowledge tab, which is how you can adjust what information the chatbot has access to. So here, because we put in the URL, Connected Cars, it's gone through that website and added all of this information from the website. So this is the data source that the chatbot is using. And if someone asks a question that is, and the answer is not within the data source, the chatbot says, I don't know this question, or I don't know the answer. And then what we'll have to do is we'll have to add that manually. So if someone says something like, what exactly is the price for a tire rotation? And that price is not on the website, we can add that over here and just say price for tire rotation. I'm sure it depends on the size of the vehicle, the type of tires. So we can be a bit specific over here. And then the next time someone asks that question, it'll know that information. And then that also saves you time, because sometimes people will call and have specific questions, but they will ask the chatbot instead, which will answer that. And yeah, so that's essentially the core of it. There are a few other features which I don't think we have time to get into. But the crux of it is that it's a sales rep, customer rep that collects information, chats with users, and actually one other feature that I think is important is the calendar booking feature, as a lot of people end up using this. So if you want people to book schedule an appointment with you, you can click schedule appointment, and I'm gonna leave your number here for now. But essentially you can do schedule appointment, and then if you plug in your Calendly link, which I will do so over here. What this does is it adds a new option to the AI to book an appointment, which then allows users to book an appointment directly through the chatbot. And it'll do the same thing as well through the call as well. So if they find that this is a good lead, it'll recommend it in the chat, and then the user can click a link and it'll also go directly to booking a call. And any conversations will always get recorded as well. So here we can see the conversation that I just had with the chatbot. We're asked, what services do you offer? So you can keep track of what users are asking at all points. And yeah, that's it for the demo. I'll go back to the presentation just to finish things off. So we recently got hosted on Felina's. So that's with Susan McGarry. Um, yeah, we also went there to try out the food, of course. And it was great food. I would highly recommend. It's on Bank Street, just on the corner of Second and Bank Street. And the chatbot answers questions about menus, how busy the restaurant is at the moment, and we're looking to integrate online reservations as well through the chatbot. Uh, then we also have Bernie's Clean Shield Solutions. He's a partner with my dad on that, and it sells an aerosol spray disinfection. And the chatbot answers questions for any interested parties. Then we also have Mealestro AI, which is a recent startup. They plan to deliver home cooked recipe meals, and they want to use WebIndexer as a core feature for chatting with the users and delivering those personalized recipes. Then also we have the Mosaic Convention Center, which is a wedding planning service, and they plan to use WebIndexer to send instant quotes to interested couples so that they don't go to a different vendor if they take too long. And that's it for the presentation. The URL on the screen is the webindexer.app is the URL, and my LinkedIn QR code is also there as well. Thank you so much for listening, and if you have any thoughts or questions, happy to hear them. And thank you, Sam, as well for providing your being the guinea pig.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Well, so I think the kind of key highlights you want to mention to the group is one, it's all Canadian based. Two, you do referrals. I'll let you walk through that, where you're at with that. And three, ease of installation.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah. So as for referrals, we're always looking for more connections. And we do a 50% referral program. And I recently just launched a partner program. If you go to webindexer.app/partner program, and we mostly partner with web developers as they make websites for clients and they can offer an AI chatbot. So if you also have other clients that you think could benefit from an AI chatbot, we'll do a 50% revenue share, and yeah, we can talk from there. And then the third thing, which is the ease of setup, is that it takes less than 5 minutes to set something like this up, and it costs $20 a month, and
Canadian.
20 Canadian.
Because US means it translates 30, 35.
Yeah.
Yep. Doesn't take long.
Yeah. And yeah, that's it. Thank you, Bernie.
No problem.
Okay, that's where I was going wrong because I wasn't sure where to put that line for the home, because usually in many times you have to put it in a specific place in WordPress, and I couldn't get it to work. So okay, all right, now I will try that again. Now,
Yeah, if only WordPress had a chatbot that could help you with that, eh?
yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. Yeah, so you can put additional information because, like in Sam's case, if somebody wants to add, when should I get my tires changed or rotated or swapped out, he could put in anywhere between May 1st and up or whatever date. So then that information would be in the file if it isn't in his website, right?
Exactly, yeah. You can add custom data in the form of just writing it on your own. You can also upload documents. So if you have documentation as PDFs or Word documents with additional information, you can upload those as well. And yeah, any sort of information will be processed by the chatbot, and I can deliver that information to anybody who's asking about it. Question.
Good, Sam.
As you guys know, I installed dash cameras, and what I do is I've produced a video for people when they want to download information off the dash camera. And I send that out to people as a customer. Now, can that be something that it's automatically done via the web indexer? Could they just access that?
So just to clarify, the video has instructions on how to access the information?
It's a video showing how to access the files. You know, you download it onto a laptop or a computer of some way
Right.
off the dash cam.
Right. Yeah, so the chatbot, you can also have images in the chatbot. So you can send images. So those images can be instructions on how to download it. And yeah, I can certainly walk them through via text or images to guide them to do that. But yeah, I want to take a closer look at that use case to make sure that I'm understanding it correctly.
Sam, are you talking about a video or like a video link? Like if you're trying to tell your customer how to work with their dash cam and you want to send a link somewhere else so that it shows instruction on how to do it. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, a link to the video.
Yeah, so if he has a YouTube link, can you send the link to a client if they're asking?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, it can send links to whatever you want. And there is a feature right now I'm working on that it can send videos in the chat as well, so that the video can appear in the chat if someone asks about it, and then they can watch it right then and there. But it can also send external links at any point.
You know, Sam, you could also use this as if you can have a section on your website that has horror stories from people that don't change their tires or something, or tires flying off when it's installed incorrectly. You know, just something that to get a professional to install tires, and there's a couple of examples when they don't do that. Just a thought, you know, and the chatbot would pick that up, you know.
I think some of the things that would be good for links wise is some of the dash camera videos of accidents that happen in some of these countries.
Yeah.
And the benefits of the dash camera that to record it, because if you know you're trying to avoid an accident, generally you don't get the license plate of the vehicle.
Mm.
And the dash camera, you know, doesn't care. It's just going to record it. And well, I've actually happened to Cindy Little, where the ice came off the roof of the truck and smashed her hood.
Yeah, I saw that one. Yeah.
Of course, the daughter was avoiding the situation, saving herself, and the truck left, and of course they didn't get the license plate of the truck.
Oh man, that's brutal. Yeah, definitely gotta have the camera recording.
Comes in handy. I
Yeah.
have personal experience. Yeah, I'm
What is
$20 a month for that. I'm interested. We need to talk, Rail.
Sounds good. I'd love to. Yeah. I think we're connected on LinkedIn. But I will.
Well, what is your
I'm not on
contact
LinkedIn.
contact info, Rael? You put it in the chat, your email and your other contact info.
Yes. Let me find.
And for some reason you don't connect with Rail, you can always get a hold of me, and I will do that.
Okay.
I'll do that Venn diagram thing and make the bubbles share.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, thanks, Rael.
It sounds wrong to say I'm going to share bubbles, but you know what I mean.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Rail can text me, and my chatbot will arrange a meeting.
I like the way you think, Sam.
My assistant chatbot. Can we give the chatbot a name like Bob?
Yeah, you could name it whatever.
Yeah, Bob the assistant. Yeah.
Or what was that servant Charles? Was it a servant? Old movie was a guy was a Charles.
No, you have to be going into Bentley when you do Charles.
Bentley.
Bob is good. I like Bob.
Well, it could be.
Okay, Rael,
Sorry, yeah,
I'll
it
give
could
you
be
my
like
phone
dash.
number.
Oh, sure, yeah. I'll give you a call.
Just text me and we'll arrange a time.
Or
Sounds
Sammy.
good.
And
The Sam bot.
Okay. All right.
All right, quote for the day.
thanks, guys.
to
Have a
get-
good day.
Yep.
hey,
Thank you.
Quote for the day. The way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. Walt Disney.
Oh, I like that one.